In this video, we will discuss about lung volumes and lung capacities. There are 4 lung volumes, namely tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, and residual volume. The 4 lung capacities are inspiratory capacity, vital capacity, functional residual capacity, and total lung capacity. We will discuss in detail about each volume and capacity. Let's first draw a graph with time in the x-axis and volume in liters in the y-axis. Let us mark from 0 to 6 liters. Next is we will draw 4 horizontal lines. The first one is between 1 and 2 liters, the second is between 2 and 3 liters, and the third line is at the 3rd liter, and the 4th line is at the 6 liters. First we will see what happens during a quiet respiration. A normal person inhales 500 ml of air inside during inspiration and exhales 500 ml during expiration. Now let's see the graph. Inspiration, expiration, inspiration, expiration, inspiration, expiration, and this goes on. So the air which is inspired during a quiet inspiration is called the tidal volume, which is equal to 500 ml. Next we will see inspiratory reserve volume. The maximal amount of air that can be inspired after a normal inspiration is called inspiratory reserve volume. The inspiratory reserve volume is around 3 liters. The maximum volume of air that can be expired after a quiet expiration is called expiratory reserve volume. Expiratory reserve volume is about 1 liter. The volume of air remaining in lungs after maximal expiration is called residual volume. This volume prevents the collapse of the alveoli. Now let's see about the lung capacities. The volume of air remaining in the lung after a normal expiration is called functional residual capacity. That is equal to the expiratory reserve volume and the residual volume, which is about 2.5 liters. The maximum volume of air that can be inspired after a quiet expiration is called inspiration capacity. That is, the inspiration capacity is the sum of tidal volume and inspiratory reserve volume, which is approximately equal to 3.5 liters. The maximum volume of air that can be expired after maximal inspiration is called the vital capacity. That is, the vital capacity is the sum total of inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, and expiratory reserve volume, which is approximately equal to 4.5 liters. The volume of air present in lungs after the maximal inspiration is the total lung capacity, which is approximately equal to 6 liters. Let's now see the lung volumes and capacities in short. The volume of air inspired during a normal respiration is called tidal volume. The maximum volume of air that can be inspired after a normal inspiration is called inspiratory reserve volume. The maximum volume of air that can be expired after a normal expiration is called expiratory reserve volume. The volume of air remaining in the lungs after maximal expiration is called residual volume. The volume of air remaining in the lungs after a normal expiration is called functional residual capacity. The maximum volume of air that can be inspired after a normal expiration is called inspiratory capacity. The maximum volume of air that can be expired after a maximal inspiration is called mitral capacity. The total lung capacity is the volume of air in the lungs after a maximal inspiration. Thanks for watching this video.